to look about right.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah, seriously though, you got to make that sort of small because it's sort of small in the real airplane, and it would go lines and stuff then. And then guys in the field, they used a panel line for these stars and bars would line up on or whatever.
Yeah, they get out the roller and start painting.
Yeah, say we're going to go from this rivet line to this rivet line. There's 72 of them across there. And then we'll go from this rivet line to this rivet line.
Okay.
They had these all done. There was like you said, there's a formula for laying these out.
Exactly.
And most of them wrong.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you have one line here. But
Actually,
there's some real fine little detail that.
Actually, it's not exactly correct, but this is what looked correct.
No, I think you had more gap here.
No, those are supposed to touch. But on my computer plotter, I couldn't make them touch and make it look right, because then this line would be wider than this line. I could have probably stretched it, but it's so damn close, nobody knows the formula.
Right.
And how many guys were in the military that know exactly the paint scheme? Close enough.
This line could actually come this way a little bit more. About a 1/4 inch, 3/8 off that.
But now it's figuring, what is the distance here? It's 11.5.
Well, let's make it some even number.
Yeah, make it so it comes out.
Yeah, so it comes out even, and instead of going to 1964 or something for every stripe, let's round it up, and we'll put these lines wherever we need to. We'll get the line that this line looks better than the first one. Okay, this one closest to the fuselage. We'll move this one in and out to make it an even 12.
This is going to work.
You're gonna lay out 13 stripes.
Right.
Okay.
It's going to be 9.5 inches is what it's going to end up. So this line will be, which is fine. I mean, matter of fact, which is actually good.
You don't need that big.
Well, I kind of want to get a visual of it.
I know, but I'm not gonna.
Once we get I mean, they're not going to be absolutely perfect. Somebody down there with a scale measuring 64ths of an inch, give them the boot.
Pretend that's the red stripe.
That's red.
Red, white, red, white, because you said you're going to paint white first.
Ooh. hearing that. So we got red, white, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 11th. This would be the 13th one right there. That's not. We'll have to move everything out. Start here and go back. Or make them wider.
Yeah, we made them. These are just 3/4 inch tape.
You made it one. If I had, you got any 1-inch tape? 1-inch tape
Yes, I
would be.
do.
1-inch tape would be perfect because that would be 13 pieces for 13 inches, and that would be right because this is 12 something, 12 and.
Yeah. I don't know what that fucking blue tape is I got down there.
Yeah, check that out. See if you get if that tape is 1 inch. If it is, it's perfect. Except we can't use it to paint with.
No, but you can use it to lay out tape.
Yeah. That's 1 inch.
It's 1 inch right there, but this is bad, I think. I don't think you wanna get it anywhere near. I don't think it'll get pieces ripped off of it even. That's shit needs to be thrown away.
Yep, throw it away so the temptation is gone.
Yeah.
Let's see what the boys have to say.
Alright, let me go see.
We got 4 watchers but no likes. What's the deal?
What you got.
Hit the thumbs up button. Okay, so it needs to be 13 inches. I have that ruler. There it is. 13 inches. Gonna have to start. Gonna have to start an inch over this way, an inch more closer. Then we got the outboard to worry about because it's shorter by 3/4 of an inch. Man, oh man, what a pain in the butt. To 1 inch?
It's 15/16.
Close enough. Is that really tapey tape?
No, this is real mild.
There it is. Didn't seem too well. There we go.
It really is. It's
Okay. So let's start at the outside.
start at the tip
Yeah.
and work inward, and then that'll place this line.
Okay, so I need to get that line started. Get the square. No, these have to be square to the trailing edge of this.
I'll see. You're wanting to get. Well, I should have just brought a regular drafting triangle.
Yeah.
So let's come in like that.
But I gotta have the first one to start.
Well, the
with.
first one starts right on the end of the flap and comes in.
Okay. That it?
Yeah, pretty close. Now, over on the front. There you go.
Keeps moving.
I keep moving towards you.
That's close. The other side is, I don't know what we're gonna do with it, because it's shorter by 3/4 of an inch.
Well, well, 3/4 of an inch. Well, you got 3/4 of an inch divided by 13.
Yeah.
So you're going to be 1/16 on each one of them things or so.
I think we should make the stripes all the same size and it'll just be set in, because it'll look funny with 3/4 inch
You
stripes.
just go from the point of your flap, the tip of your flap, and then adjust this line, and this line will sort of stay the same. This line will move.
See, if we start here, that makes this,
Makes it what? Because really, yeah, it should start
yeah.
right here,
Right.
which is about what you got. Yeah, that's about perfect. Now take out every other one of them, run them on out there. No, you don't want to go all the way to there. You just want to go to the edge. Your flap is simulated as ending right there.
Right there.
So you're using the gray as red then, right?
Right. This tape is stickier.
I'll run it on your shirt once. Sure doesn't stick to balsa wood worth a shit.
It's red, white, red, white, red. White, red.
Doesn't matter, you just gotta take out every other one. Weren't counting this as a stripe, counting this as a stripe.
Right.
Red, white, red, white, red, white, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. hard to get the gray as being red.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it ends right there on that line. But see, maybe that's not right because if I gotta pull up Billy's Thunderbolt again. If I got these lines angled and this line here is angled straight, won't that look funny? You know? So maybe these need to be angled with this line here.
What are these drawings behind you? How's the break in the flat line run? Does it run angled or does it run straight?
Yep.
So it just has to be where it's gonna have to be. That's about as good a representation as you can. It'll end right in that corner and you'll just have a little.
No, we'll straighten it up here. It won't, these won't run parallel to the trailing edge, they'll run parallel to this line.
Well, that's, yeah, I guess if that's what you want.
So I need to repurpose it. Yeah. So the flap ends right there. So we got it.
Yeah, I think they'd look better if they ran straight in because those don't run at an angle, they run straight. So these should probably run straight.
Right, with
the hinge line that the
Flat.
model hinge line.
Yep. But now, if you look here, this is the end, this is going to be the end of the flap, which is right there. That leaves a long distance, so maybe I'll have to make 2 lines on it. It's not ever going to be perfect because the wing's a different shape.
No, well, we can move this in and out wherever you feel like you need to move it in and out.
What I'm saying is that aileron ends right there, which is right
which
there.
is right there. Well,
so that puts that line right there, which is way too big.
Well, this looks better. So just take this and move this, still keep this little bit here and just move this up to here.
You mean move this line here?
Yeah, that line there. Leave that one, maybe come forward another 1/8 of an inch and then put this into that line right there. It would still look sort of.
So we need to take this line off.
Of course, we're underneath every bit of tape. Get that out.
Well, if that line moves, this line moves, it moves over here. It moves 1 inch outboard, which is fine. That's never going to be right.
No, it's never going to be right. It's all a guesstimation. I guess we pull all that shit off there and we'll fucking start from scratch again.
It'll be fine.
I can't get that picked off because I don't have any fingernails.
and whip it off.
Okay, that's just,
These have to all be moved anyway. They're angled wrong.
true. Well, let's get the single line down underneath a bunch of lines. And rip some of that off there. We don't need that big line.
No, these all have to be moved. They have to be. We need to do it all over again. But you say come up to here, huh?
No, I say come like this right here. You still keep this little jog and a difference in size here, and then just move this one end. Do it like that.
So we're gonna start the.
You'll start your tape here and come in this way. Use your tape as your white or as your red. And let's cut the end of the tape off square and take all them off there, and we'll just start off scratch.
Let's add a lot of thinner in this because I haven't had a problem yet. Yeah. Oh, you know there's gonna be one somewhere.
Oh yeah, it's inevitable. That's probably more than one, but at least the better. Okay, so we're gonna go like from there.
This has to end up being 13 inches.
Right. So we're gonna move this inside line is what we're gonna do.
Right. So we got
Wherever it ends up having to be.
12, and then over 1 inch. It's gonna have to be right here.
Okay, so let's do it like this. Leave that in that line right there. Where's the scissors? You're gonna go straight. So I'm cutting a straight ends on it so you can just butt it to the tape. You're gonna straighten them around, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'll cut one end at an angle. A little bit. Here, let me have that.
Okay. Need to start from this side.
Yeah, but you have to have an end up here, so we're gonna move this line in and out. Doesn't make any difference. You take this one and put it there.
These represent.
These are red.
Okay.
Red, white, red, white. So just temporary tack that in there just for a spacer.
Close. 6. We're halfway. Once we get this figured out, it'll go easier. We need to get this line to start from.
10, 11, 12. That would be your last red stripe. Take this one.
Yep, that's it right there.
Well, just like that. Kind of moved a little bit. It's not exact, but when we tape it for real, we'll make it permanent. So now you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Okay. Double check.
It'd be a bitch to get it painted on and go, oh shit, you forgot one.
I got 12 of that damn things. I thought we counted.
10 and
Okay.
6.
Well,
Okay.
that actually works out pretty good. Because that still leaves you a small panel here and a bigger panel here, just like the real McCoy.
Morning, Kevin. Morning, Donald. Morning, Gary. Morning, 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 morning.
Morning, everybody. Group morning.
Maybe turn the heat on again.
Yeah, it's cooling down. A quarter of an inch of snow on the cars this morning. I couldn't believe it. I got up and I walked out in the kitchen. I looked up that kitchen window and I did a double take. I thought it rained and the porch, the front light was sort of putting a glare on the cars, making it look white. And I looked and I did that double take. Oh, damn, that is snow. Okay, so now you got that. It's pretty good. This is sort of small. This is a little bit bigger. Got that line, got that line, got that line. Utilizing the flat line for that line. Now you can come up here. Let's see. This line is almost mid-cord.
Yeah. Well, this is the ammo bay right here. That's the gun.
Service bay,
Yeah. I don't know why they had maybe it was.
It's on the bottom, isn't it?
I don't know. This is the ejection holes.
Right. And it's also the bay that you get in to service the guns.
But the
I
ammo.
thought they did that from the top side.
The ammo goes here.
Yeah, it's a long skinny
Ribbon.
bay.
Well,
it's not this whole bay.
yes, it is. That whole thing is filled. I don't know why they would put all that bullets out towards the end of the wingtips.
Things were built like a tank. Grossly overbuilt.
Yeah, but the pilots loved them. It works out pretty good too. It's pretty close to being centered in there on that panel. Okay, so now this is the shape we're gonna make it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now this I just duplicated over there, and whatever it is, it is. And even though you got this 3/4 inch of symmetry, we're gonna have to make that up in this.
yeah, it's not a big deal because the rondelle on the bottom. Let's see.
Is it the same distance from the wingtip? It should be. I mean, if you laid it out, right?
It'll be fine. See those, look at the wheel doors there. See the wheel doors fold in right up in there.
Or right at the round.
Yeah. Those will be drawn on just like my other one, and then I'll have this outline with that
Gravy thing in there.
Araby thing in there.
And sort of fold up towards the rear.
The nice thing about it is it's got one straight line on the leading edge.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice.
Pretty close to the same here, except there's a jog there.
In fact, you got that jug on here too.
Nope, not on the bottom.
Yeah, you do.
Where?
I guess you do. Huh.
I guess when I go for appearance judging, I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, like a scale contest.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Squint one eye real good.
Nobody's gonna look at that shit anyway.
I mean, how many people put the lights in the wingtips and stuff like that, and you got coming and going and
It's gonna have. My other one had a left and right port and
well,
start
I mean,
with.
most people don't put that in there, and every plane has that.
Yeah.
The only way you can tell if they're coming or going. Same way with ships.
Yep.
So that'll work out. I'm not going to temporarily lay out another one.
No,
We'll do it for real.
let's go ahead and take this off and get this painted back here. So the first thing to paint was gonna be the blue. Then we'll pick that out and paint the red there.
And cut some pieces. What we do with that paper.
That way we can show some progress. You're gonna have to turn that heat on for a bit because it's chilly.
I'm getting there.
It is chilly in here. What is it, about 30?
No, that's probably about 70, but
70 my butt.
it's 60.
Yeah.
60 degrees.
60 degrees and people in Florida is freezing.
Well, yeah.
You gotta watch this. Do it around. See how that lots of noise. Morning, Chris. Like, subscribe, and share. Super chat if you're so inclined. We've only got about 10 bucks. Falling here in Akron. Yeah, it's snowing today. I guess. I didn't see it. John did though. $50. Chris Everson again. Chris, you keep us alive. It's $55 for the month now. brought 2 rolls of tape. Don't matter. Where's the big stunt scale guy? Stunt scale speed racing.
Build them old timey kits with crappy wood.
Okay, we got the easy part done.
Yeah.
I should have brought a roll of paper. Where'd them scissors go? Let's see here. Now, how to do it to go around that corner nicely. You can't.
You can't. You just fold the paper around it and then we'll tape it after.
You just cut it off. Let's see here. Yep, Chris Everson. That's it. What would we do without Chris?
Yeah, that was nice.
Put a big tape right there to hold that.
What can we do?
Bite the bullet.
No.
And then we'll just put, I mean, airbrush is so controlled.
Yeah. I'll probably make some socks to go over these. Just slide them on and do a little light taping right here and that'll be good.
Okay. SOCKS.
Scissors.
What?
Scissors. Take a look. I'm working the pedal though.
14 and 9. You know, my like ratio has only been about 96%. I don't know who's thumbs downing, but we need to get over here and try this. Just wrap it around there and tape it, and then just wrap it around.
Well, we're gonna tape this whole long edge before we even put it on there.
Well, you can tape it right on there. I'll just fold it around there.
Let me have it. Just let me do it here. You like my tape job, then?
Yeah. John, the master paper. He does a nice job wrapping. Oh, 60, we got another super chat. Thank you, Alan. Let's make this $100 day. That'd be great. I got a seam line right here that's going to make a perfect incline spot underneath, because I think it runs, the panel line runs right there. See that right there?
Yeah.
Now I just bring I only brought the top view.
Don't need to seal that in.
Oh, let's see here. $70. We're up and up. Thank you, Don. You guys got no idea how much that helps the channel. I'll just throw a towel over the fuselage. Get that control on there. I wish they'd give me super thanks. But I won't do that until I got about 10,000 members. So that's never gonna happen.
Super chats.
Since I'd been watching, I had learned a lot more than I knew. I never really had a teacher about building. I done what I can do. Well, Don, I'm glad you're learning. I'm learning every day.
Make these little socks. This is what I do, why I do this. Because I can just tape around here and I can pull these off and put them back on whenever I want to tape off the whole stab or just for overspray. So you just fold the ends up. You can tape them up, roll them up if you want to, but we're airbrushing. That doesn't really do too much. Just a little bit. So we can get a piece across that.
I might have to go down and get my other rig, the Grex, to the regulator.
You roll that around.
Yeah, I just roll it around. It'll be fine. Now, you guys are keeping track of time. I don't need that. You're keeping track of time. How long does it take to do this one simple, and it'll take 2 minutes to paint it, and it'll...
Yeah. That's the pisser of all of it.
We gotta get that tape down or else it'll overspray underneath it. Let me go down and get that Rex. I need the regulator out of there so we can...
Get my good scissors while you're down there. Should be in that rack there with the screwdrivers and all that stuff. If it looks like a hole, it probably is a hole.
Here's the scissors.
Don't take any chances.
Well, there's no regulator in here, so it must be down in this box. There's the regulator. How am I gonna get that attached? How did we work this?
You got me. Can't remember.
You gotta get the airbrush connected to the airline.
I know you have an adapter.
I have this. I don't have an adapter.
You had an adapter.
Well, we'll have to see how your airbrush attaches to this. Shit.
Did you bring both of your kits? Or just one of them?
Just one.
I think that's completely different size than mine. You just use this airbrush.
I suppose.
Doesn't shoot as fine as yours does, but I use it. Oh, there again, just pull it there.
Yeah, that's. But mine's different.
Yeah, that's a completely different size thread, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
We already checked that out. This airbrush works fine. It's cheap, but it works fine.
Okay, you got a cup for it?
And any cup fits in it. Regular cups fit it. Is this your bill of sale or mine?
Where's it from?
Oh, super, this is mine. This is what I paid.
For, clean.
$40 for the tape, $20 for the degreaser.
Well, it's cheaper from Amazon. The tape. $5 cheaper.
Well, I guess if I want it instantly and I can get it down there Monday through Friday, I can get it quicker.
Maybe get it next day.
Yeah, don't they charge you for that?
No. I'm Amazon Prime.
Oh, let me see. I think I am.
Free shipping.
So real quick, you spend $60 on cleaner and tape. They can tape.
Yeah, but how many hours of enjoyment does it give you?
Oh, just tons of fun. Tons and tons of fun. Of course, it's got wrapped around that can center.
Get a towel.
I do in the toolbox.
Actually, this works good.
Yeah, it works pretty good. For a cheap airbrush. More noise.
Why do you need noise? Airbrush only takes about 10 pounds of air.
You can put it on too heavy with that little gun.
That's the perfect consistency. What are you doing there?
Tightening these screws down a little bit.
Ah,
You got double tape.
there's gonna be a blue tail in there, I can tell you right now.
Plenty of paint. Done dilly.
Oh, shoot.
Done dilly. You know, is that adapter on that other regulator, the electronic regulator that quit working?
Yeah,
Is that adapter maybe on that,
no, I already looked.
on the electronic one?
Yep.
I know we had one, it must be in the other airbrush box. There's an adapter in this Grex box,
Where?
and then an adapter right there. One of these is an adapter,
That is an adapter for,
just a hose.
yeah, just a hose.
But there's something in that hole.
That ain't it. It's gotta be quarter pipe. It's a big, see, here's that regulator right here. It goes onto this.
Yeah.
This is a water. It ain't in here. Don't matter, your airbrush is working fine. There's a big bottle there, but then I'll eat that up.
Yeah, but it sort of pisses me off, cause I know I could have sworn we had one.
Yeah. We did.
I went out looking for some and couldn't find any. Nobody in town had them. Cause I was trying to adapt an old Badger gun that I got, an old fashioned automotive, push pull trigger thing. And nobody had them. The hobby shop, none of the hobby shops had them. None of the paint stores had them. Couldn't find one at the hardware store.
Is there enough paint down there, you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dry a little bit now.
Maybe in that corner a little bit.
Put the towel back on.
Check the other side while you're at it.
I get the whole thing.
Nah, it's got plenty of paint on it.
Okay, we don't wanna make it too heavy.
Well, not really the heaviness in the tail, it's the thickness that you get when you start adding all these layers of frickin' paint, and then when you put your clear on it, and then you're got all them lumps in it, you're trying to feel how thick that is.
That's, two different colors.
Right, thickness, well, you can feel it,
I know.
I mean, it's heavy. That's not just flash.
It'll go away.
My car bodies, you could literally hold it over a newspaper about 2 foot from a newspaper and almost read the newspaper through it. But when you see that body down there on the ground, it looked 100% solid. If you put it on heavier than that, it would crack. If you got in a wreck or something, the paint would crack and split, peel off. Hour prep time, 2 minutes of spray job. Yeah, absolutely correct.
What they say?
2 hours of prep and 2 minutes of spray.
That's exactly
Harbor
right.
Freight Deluxe dual action airbrush. So far it works very well. 20 bucks. I was going to try one of them. I'm sort of
What is
glad you. A Harbor Freight airbrush.
Oh, they work.
$20 one. I was going to buy one. And I hadn't talked to anybody that's used one. So.
I got about 10 of them at home. Can't lose.
That's a little Badger thing I bought back in 1970 or so, somewhere around in there. 72 or 73 for $9 or something at Kmart or Montgomery Ward's or something.
It works all right.
It's not dual action or anything, but you can take and adjust the tip to real fine. You can't get as fine as these new dual action brushes, you know, it just won't go like for, you know, highlighting edges and stuff like that. It sprays a little too coarse for that. Let's turn some heat on.
Yeah.
More noise, guys.
Now we'll do the red.
Same thing, See, Jim was pretty surprised at how fast you picked that thing off yesterday. Swing it out your fans, switch it over.
That ain't as fast as I've done it though.
I watched you do it a lot faster than that. But then that was in the summer too. Greg Sinclair, $20.
We're gonna get up to 90 now?
Yeah, $90 now. Thank you, Greg.
Gary Sinclair.
My eyesight's not the best looking at these small letters and stuff. It'd be nice if we had a big screen TV that we could have that stuff up on a big screen TV, you know. Letters are 6 inches tall. minor faux pas, real easy, and I think you can see very easily down to at least a 1/16 of an inch, or maybe a little less than a 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah.
And if you can see it, it's wrong, so change it. You know, it's,
Well, when I was finishing my shoestring scale airplane, I think I did it on camera. It had a 16 on there. I moved that 3 times in one night.
all repainted it and
Yep.
everything, cause it came out wrong, yeah,
3 times, and when it was big.
if it's wrong, it's wrong, and it looks terrible. A scale, you're a little more, get dinged a little more for points and stuff with scale.
This is where I'm kind of anxious to see how it turned out, right here on this turn right here.
And that's where they'll pull up. I really think it's because we don't get enough paint on them. You know, wet enough. It'd almost behoove a guy to take an airbrush and just do all the edges first and make sure you get it wet. Should be one right behind you there somewhere. I had more than one exactly marked out here. Table's covered with so much junk, can't utilize it.
I got it. Perfect. Unbelievable. Now get this line off and we'll see how it looks. I don't believe it. So let's see what we got here. What the boys have to say. $90. Are you gonna paint red stripes on the rondelles? No. The red stripe on the rondelles is the wrong period. You know, the time period for this airplane. This airplane had 2 rondelles, 2 styles of rondelles. One was a circle with a red stripe around it, and the other one is this one here. I did see later that they did paint a red stripe around this way, but there's no bars in the center of these. That's the wrong era. If I was gonna do the red stripe one, I'd have painted that first.
Is that off a pop bottle? There's to have some kind of
Yeah.
seal for something.
That's a pop bottle.
Oh, have you put it in?
No, it's been a little bit.
Ooh, I'm glad we're done there. It's like a disaster waiting to happen on the rudder. You find a knife yet?
Yeah, there's two of them right there.
Okay, let's hopefully take this off and not have a problem. Gotta take a little touch up dot there.
Are you the housekeeper?
Well, we gotta have a place to work.
Got another table over there, if you,
Yeah.
not that you can get to it.
Gonna have to put a little dot of white right there. That was from yesterday.
Didn't hit right, eh? Open that cover.
You know, maybe get the heat gun over on these letters here, because they're really stuck down. What does it say?
It says, Mr. Lynch, hello, Robert and John. You pulled your tape and the paint is not dry.
Yep.
Is there an advantage to doing that? I always wait until the paint has cured.
Yeah.
Jim, sometimes the paint will pull off clear as long as it's reached a point where it's not stretchy and won't string out on you. You won't have as much carding to do. If you let it dry, you'll get the little frail little edges that pull off the tape, and they leave little things on there, and then you got to card that stuff off. If you pull it off a little bit sooner, like Robert did there, it'll leave that crisp line without as much, carding to have to be done. It's cold in here, so this tape is sort of sticking sort of hard. So he's warming up the area there a little bit to help get underneath that tape to get it off there. I'm gonna have to fire up the heat again.
Well, you can't believe how much that helped.
Look at that. It's only about 62 degrees in here. or anything like that. It leaves a little fillet around the edges that dries a little bit thicker because the paint sort of goes into those little edges of, like all around the numbers and stuff like that. And it's a little thicker there consequently while it dries, and it creates a little raise in it. And it takes a little longer for that paint to cure than the whole flat section of the paint that you're doing. And that and whatever goes on the masking tape is what normally forms that little flail edge on there that you have to card off of. Only on green, I think it maybe sort of softens that edge a little bit.
For the ailerons. Come on.
It doesn't take long, does it?
It cools off and then it's real sticky. I love that, this stencil stuff. It's great shit.
Boy, it sure beats hand masking all that. No ifs, ands, or buts about that one.
Okay, both sides come out good. And there's that side, it's upside down, but. Now I go back.
Yeah, 2 hours of masking.
Yeah, another 2 hours of masking. So we need another blue line over the top of this to seal that tape down. Can't see what the hell I did there. This is not really necessary, just an added precaution.
We already got blue tape down on it.
Right, but I laid that yellow over the top of it.
Yeah, that won't hurt. I'd be a little worried about putting that on top of that fresh blue paint though.
Nah.
I know, you're an adventurous type. You got a tendency to do things I don't do.
Look at this. I want to show you this. This is Japanese tissue, and we got that stuff off there just in time. You see them right there?
Yeah. But we had problems with this. That was the only part of this whole airplane that there was a problem, that we hadn't ran into anything.
But I think when the clear goes on, I get enough thinner on that, that'll all lock up again.
Well, that's like,
I mean, it's not bad. That's,
no.
my Junar is a lot worse.
Start peeling that tape back 100% over on itself will help cure that problem.
Not really.
It'll help. It won't stop it. I still had stuff pull up doing that big time. Are you satisfied with your yellow tape on there?
Yeah, yeah. Am I satisfied? Not really.
I don't like using yellow tape as the main mask, but I seen some guys that were doing it, and it actually came out really pretty good edge on it.
Well, I think that especially with the airbrush, it won't be, you know. I'm not flooding it, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
Done. I'll get that in just a second.
Cause I'm a pepper east, a pepper sheets, a pepper you're a pepper wouldn't like to be a pepper too.
This mask job will go fast. It's only one piece, one straight line.
Jim says, you can't do that.
Now watch me. Watch me, buddy.
You're seeing it live on Memorex.
What'd you do with that other roll of tape? It's still up
It's
there?
laying around, it's over here on the table. Laying around here, waiting over here for paint mask.
Oh, okay, get some straight ones going. Now, you notice, I painted this blue and I got tape over the top of it already. However, when you do this, make sure that you stick it to your shirt.
I don't do that on these paint masks because I do this on a piece of a towel. I tape the paper on the towel, so it's the same as, you know, sticking the tape to your shirt.
Well, you don't want to stick your shirt to that one, because that tapes the tape.
Yeah, I know, but it's still, I do it on a towel, so it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, I got 3 quarts of that Cadillac red.
3 quarts of
3 quarts.
his favorite paint.
That must be what Insignia red is, because that's what
It isn't.
because it's what I order from Wix when I and they sent me that.
But it isn't insignia red, I don't think. I looked at it the other day.
Because when I talk to Craig over there, I always say,
Tennessee red is insignia red.
no, look at the color.
Right here. Tennessee red is insignia red, or federal, this is a federal paint number for the actual insignia red, 11136. But Tennessee red, 9522. You know, no, it's a 333 number, isn't it? That's Cadillac red.
I don't know.
It's something 333, 9333 or something like that.
Well, whatever it is what we're gonna use.
Or 555, it's J9555.
Right.
That's Cadillac red.
And where's Tennessee red?
Tennessee red's right above it.
Slightly darker.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Yeah, it's everything's subjective. That's like, you know, your yellows and stuff. All the things got a different tint to them, and I don't like Piper Cub yellow.
Okay, take it up. Tape it up.
Green now.
Let's see what the boys have to say. I need to bring out my phone. We got 90 on the super chats. It'll be fine, you bet. It'll be fine. Looking at the plane from top view, the point of your stars are in perfect alignment. That's right, yeah. Well, man, I hope so. It's done on computer. After all that cussing. I can lay it out faster with a straight edge and a pencil than I can do it with a computer. However, when I do it on a computer, when it comes out of there, it's perfect. But because I don't, I've only been doing computers since 1990, so that's 30 years. Now that sounds like a long time, but I don't do it every day. And if you don't do it every day, you forget what you learned within 2 minutes. Now I'm trying to teach myself this CAD program so that I can use my 3D cutter, my 3-axis CNC machine. It ain't easy, I can tell you that right now. I know enough about computers to get me in trouble.
Now this is the one you really want to make sure you tape this stuff off real good.
Yeah.
You're gonna be shooting red, and it's red will bleed everywhere.
Let me tell you how bad red is. We're gonna shoot red here, and we're not gonna have much overspray, but if you had some way to go over to that trash can, a white glove, and go on top of that trash can, there'd be red over there.
Yeah.
Yep, I can't do that. Can't just watch me. bugger here.
You're slicing at that same thing. I whittled that for.
There it is.
You finally got it out of there. I looked at that thing the other day and cut at it, and I couldn't get it out of there.
Yeah, it's still a little bit more.
I didn't want to dig down into bare wood. It's just a little hair of silk spin or something.
Yeah.
Nothing
Okay.
to-
What?
This thing.
Yep, Ted Fancher used to tell me, you can't do that. Yeah, watch me. Right here is where it's gonna be a problem.
Yep. Always is. You can take 15 layers and you're gonna get one little dot in there.
We're gonna try to spray away from there.
Yeah, very like that direction.
Danny, what's for lunch? No, didn't quite make it up to the top there.
That's all right. You gotta put the boot on there and you gotta tape it on there anyway, so that don't take that.
Should have brought more tape, I guess. I thought 2 rolls would do it.
Well, the one roll's still sitting over there on the table. Yep, it'll still go in there, bigger than anything. 15 layers of tape on that puppy, and I guarantee you'll still have a little red dot there.
Okay, that's blue. We're not gonna paint no more blue today, I don't think. This is Can anybody tell me what color that is? Don't say nothing. The short for this is BP.
BP green. Let's see if you can figure that one out.
And this color here is a little darker BP green. must have mixed yesterday. Don't want that. That's a perfect dust catcher. Funnel it right in there.
Yep.
At least if it's going that way, you might not get any on it. I'm gonna be spraying that way, so. No, that's what I was doing. I was getting this ready. What happened? I do with that can? Shoot. Got some pliers. For some reason, this is stuck in here.
Yeah, they're over there on that table. A little set of pliers. I hate needle nose. Yeah, you can't put that in there very hard. That thing will twist out of there. Anybody got an answer for what that is? BP green? Jonathan in there.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll tell you what it is. That's baby poop green. Anybody get the answer?
Caution yellows. Tacos for lunch. I don't know about tacos for lunch.
We had that yesterday.
Yeah, we had that yesterday. Might have to go for something a little different.
Arby's.
No. I was thinking, well, you don't like pizza, do you?
No. We could do it if you just want to do it because it's fast. But
Well, we can do that. It gets delivered too.
yeah, we can do that.
We're pretty limited on where we can go eat around here. None of us like McDonald's or want McDonald's. So it's Taco Bell, Arby's,
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
We could do Wendy's.
There's a Subway down there. You like subs?
We had hotheads once.
I don't really care for hotheads. They put too much garbage on their stuff. Then I end up eating the whole thing and I feel miserable afterwards.
Well, there's Insignia Red right there from Brodak.
Yeah, but it's empty, isn't it?
Ah,
It's empty. It's empty.
Waco Red.
Waco Red's a pretty good color red. Those reds are so close. That Tennessee Red, Waco Red, and Insignia Red are so close that if you don't mark your can, you'll pick up the wrong one and go and spray it on the airplane. They'll be completely different color. You won't notice it until you actually get it on there with another color. I can't. I have a hard time telling. They're just a little bit of a shade different.
I'll just use this.
The oil company. Christopher Everson. What's the oil company?
At a restaurant?
We'll just use this. I think this is. That's pretty close.
In Dayton? What do you use? That's Cadillac red.
It's close.
Yeah, I grabbed that can of Insignia red twice yesterday. I'm sort of glad it's empty because that way I can't. I only got two colors of red instead of three to have to differentiate.
Yeah, Five Guys there. Yeah, there's a Five Guys, but they're up in Centerville, so they're probably a half an hour, 45 minutes round trip
To go get something to eat. And then you got a battle Dayton Mall traffic, which can be, depending on the time of the day, can be pretty nasty.
There's enough red there to paint the whole airplane.
Oh, heck yeah.
and half the garage inside.
Okay.
We've got three kinds of Mexican right here. We got El Rancho Grande. We've got Taco Bell, El Taco Belly. And we've got, it's not really Mexican, it's,
Tex-Mex.
no, the one down on 3rd Street down there. It's Aztec.
It's pretty good.
Sort of, and it's really good. And I tell you what, they are so far away from being Americanized pizza or tacos and stuff than any place. It is good. But that's about, you got to wait for your food down there pretty long. Probably got a 20-minute wait for your food, and then it may be 10 minutes each way. We got pizzas. We can get pizza delivered. That way we can call it in and they'll just bring it to the door. We don't even have to leave. Or we have Marion's Pizza. They don't deliver, but they're real close. I can order a Marion's Pizza even though they don't deliver. And as soon as I order it, leave the house, drive up to Marion's Pizza up the top of the hill, and it's ready. And pick it up, turn around, drive back home. And it's actually even still hot. Marion's is notoriously supposed to be one of the most favorite pizzas in Dayton. There's a Casano's that delivers. There's Pizza Hut that delivers. All your favorite pizza joints are within probably 5 minutes of here. Yeah, get all them little hairs out of there now.
Okay, one more go over the tape.
Don't have any buffets around here close.
Scarf and barbs.
No buffets. Those are all out by the Dayton Mall, and that's, like I said, that's a 15-minute drive or better each way, and
Why don't you warm it up in there? It gets chilly.
start to get engine up here. We can put an afterburner on that. Fitting them to the fuselage and starting to put bulkheads in them.
You be standing on that airplane getting painted. You got 1/4 of a wing panel on the staff down there. And that's just what really touches the 1200. There's a little rib off of it. Let's see what the boat got to say. We did 90. My area has a too big to colleges. So there's pizza shops everywhere, yeah. We got University of Dayton right down the road about 10 minutes away, but it's so congested that there's no parking down there. That Five Guys is where we ate in Cleveland, right? Yeah, I wasn't impressed with that at all. Getting
Papa John's and all those pizza joints down there in the UD district. But
Here, let me talk to you about this. I got a feeling that there's gonna be overspray under this, right at that line inside there. That you grab that around that. Probably cut that, get down there, right?
warming up. The paint cans are popping.
In all actuality, this should have been off the airplane and painted separately.
Yeah.
But it's not how it's built. So we just hope for the best.
Just break out that 20 cup gun and go in there and just blast the heck out of it. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It was actually Mark from Big Bill Auto Body that used to say that.
That it was. We used to have this place in town. It's still down there. It's called BHA, Better Homes and Appliances. And they used to have a commercial, and the guy that owns the place did the commercial, and he always wore a toupee, and it looked so fake. It looked like this dead rat laying on the top of his head, and he had this little dog named Toby. And he'd do this commercial, and he had this little Toby dog with him all the time. And at the end of the commercial, they had this little riddle. BHA means Better Home Appliances. The music and appliance store once more. And they kept singing this song. And then he'd look at his dog and he says, "Is that right, Toby?" And you'd hear somebody go, "Arf, arf." It was so funny. It was such a fakey bark. And then he had that dead rat on his head to begin with. It's just
Jesus, guy, throw that thing, throw that toupee away and just go ball headed. Arf, arf.
What do you think about that one? That one good?
Same thing, yeah. Yes, sirree. Might be a little piece of plywood around here, 60-foot plywood if you wanna
That'll be fine.
try to run it down around through there.
It'll be fine.
Or one of these wraps off a razor blade.
That's all right. It'll be fine.
BP green and BP yellow.
Well, we got about an hour's worth of taping here. 2 seconds of painting. Yep, I'll never do that again. I'll never do a rudder like this again.
Yeah.
Screw up. What a screw up. I mean, I bet I got 4 or 5 hours in just trying to straighten out this problem with this rudder.
It'd been so easy if that was just a separate piece.
You bet.
Yeah, it'd almost been worth it to cut the doggone thing off there and make a whole new one.
Yeah, well,
I
you
mean, that's a lot of
bet.
work, but as much time as you got into it trying to fix it.
See, what made it bad is that this is part of the fuselage here. I guess I could have cut it all the way down and took it off. And that still might happen. Depending on how bad this
On the
looks.
real airplane, is that whole thing,
Yep, it goes all the way.
it hinges all the way down
Yeah.
through the fuselage? I don't know if it's gonna slide through them.
No, I know, but it does. It hinges all the way down, but that's okay.
Yeah, that'd been the way to do it.
It's just simulated on this. Because the reason why, this is all hollow.
Yeah.
This is hollow, then these are hollow, I mean, so,
There'd been a lot of work just in that little fuselage area there trying to make it.
all right. Okay, let's let her rip, see what happens.
Let her rip, tater fit.
All I can do is go, nope, can't do that. Put your hand on there, so I get. Okay. Take several coats. Good enough, the first coat. Oh, that's why, okay.
The old plugged on the jar.
No. This snorkel was pointed in the wrong direction. Of course, it may be plugged too. Come on.
It's coming out.
When I tip it, it goes dry. Might have to paint it straight up and down.
Well, quit dinking around with that thing. Get this one jar out here. You need a little jar, don't you?
I just need the topper. Yeah.
Does this one have a metal tube on it?
No. This one here is too long for the jar.
No, force it down in there. It's good because it'll just go where it needs to go.
Here.
And is that jar is a completely different thread size or something?
I don't know.
Must be.
Let's put some more paint in it. Yeah. Fill her up.
See, it's an old school.
This is red that was on my Junar, so close enough. Yeah. Could paint it orange. I got plenty of orange.
Drop that thing here. Of course, it landed upside down.
Nectar. Coming out now.
Be good to go.
take another coat. Kind of pink.
Got a lot of thinner in that.
Yeah. Got plenty thinner. I mean, I could break out another. Okay. Let's just tack up. I'll give it a minute or two and come back and hit it again. You want to hit it again?
This is the other side. Little gun puts out some paint.
Yeah, but paint is too thin.
Yeah, a little bit. Be all right.
Be all right. What are they saying?
Sounds like a jet heister. It's a torpedo heater.
Torpedo.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Red drum, red drum.
Get the torpedo on.
Contact. Afterbird.
Now, if this rudder don't come out right, I'll be cutting it off.
It's all your fault. Not down inside that fence. That would be the safest way to do it. Yeah, pinpoint that, and that's the shape right down in there.
The red seems pink to me, doesn't it?
Yeah. You're not painting it on white.
Yeah, that's white. Is that white?
Yeah, that's white over there.
Same color?
I can't tell.
what color that is.
Primer gray.
Oh, that's my paint, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Better put this over here so I keep track of it. Yeah, this is the color of the airplane. Let's look through this shit one more time. Butyl, this is light blue. That ain't it. Clear. We haven't mixed my top coat, have we? Is this it? No.
Yeah, you should have a whole bottle of it. You did mix up half that, didn't you? Or, you know,
I don't know.
I don't think you didn't put it back in here. I think you had it with you at one time, I thought.
I don't know. We gotta sort this shit out, I guess.
Yeah, it's about time to clean house and start anew.
Crystal clear. This is trash. That's empty jar of blue. This is insignia blue.
Get rid of all these pickle bottles and
Oh, yeah, this is insignia blue. M9502. This is jet black. Miss Ashley red. This is another unopened jar of 9555. I must really like that color. Oh, there's my clear. Yeah, marked right on it. P47. Good. Insignia white. That's Brodak. No good.
Cadillac red is 9555.
Yeah. Here's what was insignia red right here. But it's empty. See that's deep red.
Yeah.
That's the right red
That's
there.
what I just threw away. It was an empty. And I know I don't have any more. I'm pretty positive of that.
There's another jar of Cadillac red.
Cadillac red again.
We got 4 quarts. We got a gallon of Cadillac red. I guess
Lemon yellow, white.
we're gonna have to paint our airplane Cadillac red.
Dark blue. That's some kind of clear.
What's in that Brodak can there? Not that one. Underneath it. Lemon yellow.
Yellow. That back in there and the thing is nothing we wanna insignia white.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a gallon of Cadillac red. Everybody need their Cadillac painted?
Yeah, that orange.
There's a a gallon of that green, or a quart of that green.
Kind of clear.
There's orange. Insignia blue. That's blue.
Black.
Here's pitch red.
It's a pretty bright red.
It,
Problem is, man, they're just a tone off. The only thing we got mixed up is that
look at that.
Waco red. And see, that's almost a
Brown.
brown. That's a deeper.
Let's try that then. Waco red. Gotta be enough in it to paint my aileron stripes and these stripes here.
Well, you'll have a half a can full of paint here or more when you thin it.
Yeah, I don't really care for this red. It's more like salmon. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Let's thin it out.
Fill that up with thinner. That's almost a half a can.
Was it unthinned?
Beats me. Just add a little bit to it and we'll. Okay.
That was, put it back in this jar here. Mwah!
Yeah, mad scientist. Get rid of some of this. Need to go through all this junk and get rid of it.
Don't throw the jars away. We can't get them jars.
No, that's true, isn't it? We better quit doing that.
We'll have to put thinner in them and clean them out. We'll have about 100 jars.
Yeah, we'll have to get 20 gallons of thinner. That's junk.
Don't throw the bottle away.
Oh, I'm not cleaning that thing out. That's cheap thinner, that's retarder. That's clear base.
We need to take all our clear base and dump it in together. What is that over there? Top
This is
coat.
my top coat for my
Uh-huh.
airplane in the basement.
That's thinner.
That's thinner, that's been tainted. This is black. This is junk, trash paint. That's insignia blue.
I think this is gonna be a lot better, this Waco red. deeper red. This here is just,
Need to do something with that. Oh, you already did.
that is just pink. There. Color's your airplane, kitty pink.
It's about that shade right there.
Okay, so John, are you going to video one of your builds? I think you would love to see. Well, if John had a camera, he probably would.
I do most of my building when I'm by myself.
That's much better.
Never happened to my have little scooper spoon.
Right here. I just gotta remember that's wacko red. I don't know what that is.
It's junk thinner, trash thinner.
You sure?
It is now. Leave that in there and let it sit for a little bit. That's not on good.
Oh yeah, big difference. Oh, that was good move. What do you think?
Yeah. Darkened it up.
Just one coat of this. Good move. Okay. You can't do that. Oh, yeah, okay.
Hit these hinges.
You think?
Get your edge real good all the way around it.
Probably not.
You got weak little lines you can step on.
Okay.
That's completely different red.
Looks better. Take it off. Take the tape off.
Damn it.
Put on, it took 2 seconds to paint it.
Ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous. I was gonna paint black pinstripes on the whole airplane one time. And instead of using ink, and I started out doing that shit. No more. I had about 2 lines done, and I had to finish those 2 lines out on the other side, and I switched and said, nah, this is just too much. Because you have to paint 1 line and let it dry. And then go somewhere else on the whole nother wing panel, paint 1 line, let it dry. And I said, nah, that's too much work. But I sure do appreciate the guys that would go through the trouble to do that. And just taping it off. I had some real thin plastic tape that I got, and it was like a 32nd of an inch thick. And so it made a nice panel line. So I was actually a little bit on the big side.
I even got in there real good.
What about around that curve up there?
Yeah. That's good.
You got 15 coats of red on it.
Yeah. 1 coat of the good stuff, though.
Yeah, well, that's all you need. That's a little...
You know, I could make this easy on myself. Yeah. If I make it easy on myself, I won't be happy.
Yeah, you probably won't, because you're skipping on something.
Yeah. There's no need to rush it.
And it's obviously something that you already know's there, so your eye will go right to that.
Yeah. But why didn't I do that? This paint is dry already. Big difference. Almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
And let's turn the heat back on.
Turn the heat on, let her rip, tater chip. Boo! Fire in the hole. 23 watchers.
finger's not working right on the keyboard. Do it all the time, and then you got the doggone auto spell correct that puts words in your mouth.
So far, so good. It's a nice clean line there.
Yeah. Bill paints all his using nothing but that.
Yeah, but
I know. Yep it.
I see some spots here I could have paid more attention to. But too late now.
It made a big difference if you used about 5 cans of primer on
I could have sanded more inside there. Yep, that'll look good. If they all come off that good. Need to touch the white up there. It's got a light spot in it.
Can line.
Yeah, panel line.
See something here.
Yes, indeed. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Per usual.
I don't know, just a deluxe, I guess.
Gut bomb.
There's a large one,
Yeah, that'll be good.
need that,
That's fine.
alright.
Oh no.
Don't give me a no.
That's just flashing.
Don't like the hero nose.
Just flashing on there. I thought it was.
It's that tape you gotta worry about the most. That's some tenacious stuff now, I'm telling you. It works great, but it sure does stick good.
They don't make it for model building, they make it for car painting.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's easy enough to deal with. If that's all you gotta worry about. You're doing good.
See, I saw all that, and I, oh no, but that's just flashing. Okay. Flashing on both sides of the line, now that blue
The
there,
white is too.
the white is flashing, yeah. Yeah,
Well, that wouldn't be hard to fix even if it was something else.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll get that thing on, all the colors all dressed up and everything, then you'll spend 3 or 4 days running around fixing all the little boogers. Normally what goes on. You don't have to apologize about your typing skills.
Yeah, not a spelling bee.
We're not a grammar teachers or anything.
You go over to Stunt Hanger for that.
Yeah, you get them guys on there that are ex-school teachers and stuff and want every bit of punctuation marks and everything else. I think that's half the reason why they had these new codes and stuff for typing on computers, shortcut words and TLAR and stuff like that. And I don't have to spell it out. That looks about right. How long has that been on there?
What?
That tape
This is last night.
last night.
I did it on camera.
She's ordering pizza delivered. So,
This actually came out better than I thought it would.
yeah, that's a pretty nice line, really. That's every bit as good as that blue tape.
The only thing is it doesn't go around the corner.
Well, true. Well, even that green plastic tape doesn't go around the corner like that blue plastic tape does. Although I like the green better because it's really more lower tack.
My green there, that's lime green, lime.
Yeah, that's some new wave stuff. I've got some of the old stuff.
Yeah, we got a little bit of white that pulled up there. Right there,
Man,
no big deal.
figured that was gonna happen. The doggone rudder had more problems with that rudder. It's always one little section on an airplane and they just give you headaches.
So, after we eat the pizza or whatever, we'll take these out and get them striped, and that'll be probably most of the day. I can start inking from there then.
Looks good. Came out nice. Bling.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Does that make it pop a little bit? We got 25 watchers, 20 likes, $90 in super chat.
Cool.
I don't know what this white is right here. I think it's paint. That is glue. This is flash. Oh, I'll card it later. That right there.
What's this white? Is that
That's flash.
fashion?
See, look.
Oh, okay. That'll have to harden up a little bit before you can get it off there.
Yeah, I don't want to monkey with that.
What I call irritating the paint job. Quit irritating the paint job.
So now we got to think about these ailerons.
Ain't much to think about. I'll tell you what I do with them.
Make a pattern.
I would, since some of it's on the wing and some of it's on the airplane, or the flap and some of it's on the airplane, I think I'd just lay a flap out. Take the flap off, lay it out where, have this line abbreviated in there.
Right. Oh, we got to paint inside there anyway.
Right, and then pull that flap off there and tape the flap separate. And then come through, stick the flap on there and match these up with the flap and then round them around.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is I think we should make a cardboard pattern so that both sides match.
Yeah, you can do that. Or you can use that adjustable ruler to lay out from the trailing edge to that line there, and this dimension can be had real easily, and that dimension can be had pretty easily.
Two days for a little bit on the rudder. When are you guys going to do the nose? Well, we're going to do the nose when I get it taped out. I've got this, I printed out on my plotter a 3-inch wide piece of plastic so that I could lay the line. This will be green. This whole nose will be green up here. Baby poop green. Not the real shitty looking green, the darker green. And then underneath that, this will be yellow. And this will be white with checkerboards inside it. And then the lightning bolt will go back this way, and then
It just takes time, because you got overlapping colors that you got to tape off and do one color and then unmask and then tape off and remask and do another color. And
this is not.
It's all in his head anyway, and it's sort of shooting from the hip on the fly.
Yeah.
We tried like just that flap alone. We tried 2 different ways of laying the stripes out on that flap, and different kinds of tape, different widths tape, and finally sort of settled. I guess sort of settled on this. I don't know how this tape will work though. To be honest with you.
What?
That tape. We're masking that off. It might pull up as soon as you hit it with dope.
Well, what we can do is lay it out, pencil line it, and then put the good tape on it.
Tape on it, yeah, that'd be the best bet.
It'll take 2 layers of yellow.
Right, but it's fine. You'll have a single layer on each edge. There,
Right.
So
But the pencil line, there's the real light.
I do that all the time.
Yep. So I guess there ain't nothing to do but to start doing it. How are we gonna do it?
Well, you got your basics right here. You can use a square as long as you maintain this line right here where you know to start, you can lay out from here to there and just do take the flap off. We can just slice these here. That sort of retains an idea here of where we're at.
So we want a yellow tape ahead of this line. Just, it'd be a 1/16 bigger is all. Normally, I ink these, but, I ink it first and then tape to the ink line. But I can't do that because okay. There's the first piece of tape. Now we pull up the green.
They must be down on their health. 50 to 50.
If you pull that flap off there, you can use that square on the flap for a pencil line. We can put a little mark like right here on this tape, this yellow tape right here, to know where to hold the square to.
And seeing that this is red, this is white, this is red, this is white. But we gotta paint it white first. We gotta paint this white first.
Right.
So that we'll just tape over the top of the white, and then I'll take this tape. There's no need for a pencil line. Just tape off inside here, because these are the white ones right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, need a pencil to get a mark. Where to start.
You got a pencil sharpener back there?
No, it's downstairs.
It is.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
You'd think that a military paint job would be simple, but it ain't. Pea green, anyone that had kids knows. Yeah, baby poop green, yeah. Baby poop green. That's actually represents, the lighter one represents zinc chromate. And the darker one needs to be darker yet for the nose up there. So I gotta add some more blue to it. And there's a green stripe that goes here too. Yep, it's all in my head. I'm a couple of months out yet. I mean,
What we ought to do is take them all down there.
What's that?
Oh, you're gonna hog that now and put
Yeah,
it down
that's
here and I'll
mine.
never see it
That's
again.
mine,
Okay.
not yours.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you've.
Look, I bought this from across the street, $4. School days, dear
Still
old
works.
golden road.
What?
They work.
oh yeah. Usually if you have electric pencil sharpener, the batteries are dead.
Yeah, yeah. To me, batteries suck. They're too much of a hassle.
Everything's got batteries.
Your power drills and all that stuff's all battery operated, and then every time you need it, you haven't used it in a couple days, the batteries are dead. So then you
When
gotta
you-
wait.
When John and I go to a contest and we stay in a hotel room, they got 3 outlets. 3 outlets. One at the lamp and that's where he charges his phone, and then they got one at the desk. And we got 50.
50 plug-ins that you need to make. So you got 2 power strips plugged into the 2 outlets that you got.
Yep,
One of the lamps unplugged.
it's unreal.
I hope they use heavy gauge wiring in their electrical system.
Okay, pencil. Actually, I need to make it on the flap so we can cut it away.
Pea green, anyone? Yeah, there is gonna be green on this, but it won't be pea green. It's BP green. We asked them if they knew what BP stood for. Cause we got BP green and we got BP
Yellow.
yellow. What do you think that stands for?
British Petroleum, I don't know.
No, think childhood. Think babies. Baby poop. Baby poop yellow.
After they eat their green or their beans,
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
And a newborn poopy. That's the worst yet. Cool.
hold on. Okay, so it's right there. We get it square on it.
Yep. Did you use a square?
No.
Are you gonna use a square?
Yep.
Let's see how close we are. Off the bat. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you can't be much closer than what you are right there.
Works for me then.
I mean,
Perfect. Okay. So we're just taping the outside, so we need to take all that off of there. All them,
you need to put yeah, every bit of it comes off.
because we're just painting them white to start with, and then we go back and lay out the stupid stripes. We ought to try this on something, because it feels like it would work.
Yeah, I know, but I've used it before, Sparky, and the thinner and it attacks and it wants to lift. As soon as you put one coat of paint on it, it lifts, and then you you spray underneath of it. It just doesn't have the right kind of glue on it. And it's got a nice sort of low tack to it. It's not worth a crap on balsa wood, I can tell you that, because it won't hardly even stick to balsa wood at all.
The white will be easy. Oh yeah. Need to pick up that green line there. Wait, stop right there. We gotta have,
It's just right at the point of the flap,
no, the flap's way out here.
or the wing where it comes around the corner.
Okay,
Yeah, that'll work.
Now, where are we gonna square this line off of? This? Or no, it needs to be squared off of this.
Squared off the trailing edge.
Yeah.
But you have to take the flap off and put the flap back on, and then
No, there's nothing on the flap.
for paint white, you don't have to do that.
Get that square and put it up against this so we can get this line right here. Let me get these off first. Okay.
I'll move this back some. Sorry guys, but we need this little room to move around.
Right there. Ended up moving it. Oh well, it'll be close enough. Okay. Hold it like that. Either hold it or take it one. TLAR. There we go. Probably should have done that in blue tape. Be all right. We'll have to check that on the bottom. Let's see that flap. Let me get the bottom piece on that. You see, what happens is they go at goofy angles.
Yeah, because the front one goes straight, but the back one goes crooked.
Well, I don't have to do anything. That's good.
No. In fact, we need to tape this line
Right,
down
right,
here
right.
because it doesn't get.
Right.
So leave it in there, leave it plugged in there. Where's that?
Yeah, that would look funny.
Okay. Make sure that doesn't turn on that curve.
Which it will.
Yeah.
That's gonna have to be cut,
Yep.
then done from the other side, and then probably a blue piece of tape in the middle.
Yep. To fill the gap. Exactly.
What happened to them razor blades? I had them here.
Yep. There's one here.
This is down in the hinge line, but guys like Jim Litch will go,
Yeah. If you set your airplane down there on the judging line and the flaps are deflected or something, then
okay, stick it in there and see what it looks like.
you can see how.
Good enough.
It's really, you know,
You
this has to be on exactly the way it's gonna be,
You can't push it in like that, you'll dent my.
because this might be too far this way if it's not. You got these inset flaps.
Of course, the hole's plugged up. Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. Come around here and look. Looks pretty good. I don't think so.
Slide it from this way.
Yeah, probably.
Ever so slightly, a pencil line.
Yeah.
Here's what we'll do. Pull that little tape, just pull this out enough to pull this little piece of tape off here. You got fingernails?
You're taking this piece from the bottom with it. Get it off there. Nope. Gotta go around some more. Yeah, keep one, I guess.
Stand all the way. Yeah, it might be a little bit of it looks like it's gonna go towards you some. As it wraps around, it pulls it that way, but it's still a little bit too far that way.
I think it's gonna be close enough.
Yeah, I got a feeling that it's an optical
sort of illusion thing. That's much better.
Optical delusion.
Optical delusion. And then if you deflect your flaps down a little bit, it'll look like it's too far out.
Yeah, hold on to this. Where's that razor
Can you
blade?
take them scissors and cut that?
No, here we go. Here's the razor blade. Just hold it like that. You're pulling it back and it causes me to, I'm trying to use
I'm
the,
trying to stay as still as I can.
I'm using the back side of this on this to cut a straight line. When every time you pull it back, it goes out. Okay.
I'll just lay that out in blue tape. Would that be easier?
Might be, but it also might pull the paint off the leading edge.
Yeah. 100% right.
Okay, don't move. Get started over the top of this. There we go. Close enough. It'd be close.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's tough. It is tough.
You think blue tape?
It would give you some area to work with. You'll just heat it when we go to peel it off of there.
Where is it? We better get some more of this before the price will go out of sight. It's already $20 a roll. Okay.
Now you take your razor blade, go straight in like this.
Yeah, hold on to this.
Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
Okay, now this piece got to come off. Don't forget we got to tape that up.
Yeah.
Okay, sit it on there and see if it looks right. Probably not.
Back off. Back off.
Oh yeah. that's okay. As long as we don't forget to tape that. The white will go fast, it's just,
Yeah, now you got the bottom to there. And you got the other side to do. So you got a system worked out, so that ought to go quicker.
maybe.
You just gotta match this end up and know where to come out right here.
We'll just measure over from here, and make a mark from right there to there, and then.
You can't tell from one side to the other. The only thing that's really gotta meet exactly perfect is right there and right there. Because if you get one out of the line on either one of those ends, then you come around the corner and you got a jog. So that's the only part that you can see together.
Unless you got a laser eye like Jim Lynch, hey, that's off by 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah, well, if your flaps are deflected a 1/16 of an inch, you're going to see a deviation in that hinge line gap. You know what I mean? This line that's on the flap will move in and out as this goes up and down. So if it's not just perfectly right, that line will look off. And it don't take much for that to move that, just a 1/16, quarter of an inch on the trailing end of that flap, and that thing's back behind this line already. All that stuff's gotta be pushed in exactly where it's gonna go, or that'll move in and out, and
But this
this is 90, that's fine. All you had to tape off was that little corner, that
Right.
little triangle in there.
it'll be fine. The saving grace.
Yeah,
is-
here's how I would have done it. I probably wouldn't have used blue tape, but I got my good scissors out to roll this tape. Where's my good scissors at?
I don't know. They're hiding. We got 22 and 23 and 90. 22, 23 and 90. That's good kind. And it's getting cold in here again. And I gotta see.
That's what I would have done with it.
Because you're cheap.
And then I'd stuck that piece of tape on there and tape whatever gap, one on the top, one on the bottom, and tape whatever is left in the center. And I cut another piece of tape like that to do that to it.
It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, it'll be fine. Just another way to skin the same cat.
And, you're talking about the differentiation and the flaps or whatever. It won't matter because this stripe is red and it's off that line. Then the white stripe is right there,
Right.
right on that transition. You'll never see it. Okay, let's, we want to match the other one, I guess. What happened here? How did that happen? God. Oh, wait a minute. I taped to the wrong side. Come on, off of there. I thought we were taping on this side, and we're taping on the other side. That would have been a faux pas. That would have been a faux pas.
Yeah.
An unforgivable faux pas.
Heat on for a second, but pizza will probably be here shortly. Not sure she's
anything funny? Okay. One of the things to pay attention to, what I just fixed there, is this line right here. It has to go even there. I have a little bit of difference there, but it doesn't matter because this is going to get taped off. But this line right here is the only line you can really see when it's sitting on the tarmac, and that has to be perfect. And you can stand it right there. It's funny.
sit here and say, well, those trim colors don't add much. Well, they add something. You know,
Not much.
well, you take every one of these different colors and put them all together in one thing, and you got almost a wing panel worth of paint. You put 3/4 of an ounce of paint on the whole airplane. So that's, you know, a quarter of that. Quarter of an ounce.
Okay, so we need to measure. Actually, you don't need to measure.
Just take that flap and lay it out like minimal. If you wanted to cheat it a little bit, you could even cheat it a little bit. Yeah, how much is symmetry?
3/4 inch. That hole was plugged up again. We're gonna put the tape over it. Okay.
This is where doing ink lines and all that stuff, all just screws you. You could literally take that flap off, take this flap and put it on that flap
Yeah, we're going to.
and start your layout.
Yeah, it's only 3/4 of an inch, and your eye won't pick that up. I've seen some of them airplanes that have a 2 inch of symmetry.
Oh yeah, the old ones.
Yeah. So we're not even gonna mess around. Let's do it the same way. Sounds like it's raining out.
Might be.
I hear water on the pavement.
Perfect.
Yeah, you know it's right when it meets right in the center. Hold on to it.
Perfect.
I'll start inking tonight. I'll have something to ink to. It's gonna be a little bit off, but
Inside the hinge line. You never see it.
Jim Lynch will see it. He sees everything. What happened to that razor blade?
Under all that tape, probably.
I wish he'd come back and judge the appearance points, to be honest with you. Not that he would do me any favors. It's that he'd be fair. I mean, he really knows what he's looking for.
Yeah. You look past that spray shine.
He flies with Lou Rankin, and he agrees that he's the best monocoder next to Top Flight. I mean,
Yeah, well, see, I couldn't, I watched them guys at a trade show one time, Monacota's golf ball. I could never do that in a million years. I couldn't do it.
Now, if a monocode airplane is perfect, why wouldn't it get good score? I mean, Lou Rankin, Monaco, says that you can't even see the seams.
Well, that's because they spray them with clear. A lot of the
No.
guys spray them with clear coat after they're done, and
Well,
you can't tell.
That's
Behind
Norm
the
Whittle that
seam.
does that. All his Sultans were done that way.
But I'd be afraid of that stuff peeling off in like a big sheet.
Norm Whittle's airplane, he had another guy that he brought from Utah with him. I can't remember his name. Another Sultan airplane. They were finished nice. I mean, they got decent points. But I know that I don't have to do that, but the minute
It's still yeah.
the minute I don't,
I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, that needs a little tape right there.
that's what I was trying to do on the other side. Okay.
Well, when I breathe, I was trying to hold my breath as much as I could. Perfect. Worked like a champ.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's white.
Let's do that.
That
Mark
gets
it.
identical on the other flap.
Let's mark this flap over here.
I'll pull it out and just put it right on this and got a table to work on.
Except for this flap is bigger,
Right?
wider.
Doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Which end would, I guess we're going from this wing tip right?
You only have to go, just put them face to face like that. Won't that get you? Roll these ends even. And if you wanted to, if that flaps, this flap's the longer flap of the two. No, you just have to do it.
I just make it exact.
Do it the same.
Exact is good. 24 watchers, 25 likes. That's what I like to see.
Only thing it does, it hits.
We almost hit our $90 or $100 super chat today. Haven't been able to watch as much as I'd like. There's the pizza. I use a US Cutter H870, I think. All right, guys, we're gonna go to lunch. We'll be back after lunch. We're gonna finish the white and the red on the tips. And maybe lay out some green, depending on how it goes. Because the green stripes are just 2 green stripes here and a green stripe there, but I don't know, because I was watching some Thunderbolt quarter scale airplanes today, and they had the canopy front half done. I didn't like the red.
Didn't?
No, they had one in red.
Lunch.
I didn't mind the silver though, so we might do the silver. All right, guys, we'll be back in probably 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Fair winds, tight lines, and let's go, Brandon.